Right, welcome back to the channel, guys. Jimmy Flipping Deals. Welcome back, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. I did not upload my video yesterday, so it's going to be another two for day. But no, let's see. Again, second day in a row, 3 totes full packages, right at the 20 package mark. Some of them are decent size, man. Crazy. It was an ordeal, an adjustment, learning how to work on this scale in an effective manner while maintaining a day job. I did miss yesterday, which helped, but in all honesty, rather than list like I said I was going to do, my body told me I needed to sleep. So that's exactly what happened. I know I have created the perfect storm, so to speak. You know, I bought the inventory. I've got it listed. I've done high SKU counts to feed the fire of this thing. But it is unreal seeing this thing actually pop off in Q4. I know next year will be more successful, but I've already talked to my company about going part-time during Q4, just because it is a lot, and I want to keep my company happy. You know, I know that Plan B or the next, I hate to say Plan B because Plan Bs a lot of times don't work out, but Plan B was always designed to overtake Plan A. It wasn't something I was going to do on the side. It's something I'm doing on the side until then, right? So come Q4 next year, I've already let them know that I will be going part-time in order to handle the needs of my business, and that was the best case scenario to that. I don't want to lose my company, and they give me 4 weeks off a year paid at the moment. That's super huge. That's super unheard of, and I'd hate to not take advantage of that. Now, as my hours drop, those benefits may drop proportionately, but at the same time, I can only do the best I can with it. Yeah, right at 20 packages going out today. I already have 4 confirmed sales for today. I did have a repeat customer, reach out to me about a deal on something else. I did give him a better price than last time, him or her, I don't know. So I will await to hear from them. It is possible that they'll go a different direction. I am among the lowest sticker prices in the country at the moment for the product that he's looking for, but he or she, but whether or not they strike a deal with somebody else that's lower than those published prices, we'll just have to see. But if not, it's a decent amount of profit. Let me see what else. I did take markdowns across my new shoe category yesterday, which provoked on eBay quite a few offers. So I went ahead and executed those. We'll see how that works out. I gave them right at 10% off of the new price. So it'd be nice if some of those popped off. I know I'm sitting on, I say 100 pairs of shoes. That is a guesstimate. But in the footprint that I'm currently living, it would be nice to see them moving, just period. It'd be nice to blow some things out for the holidays, right? And over and above what's already going on, you know, I am running about 3 to 4 times the business that I ran last year. So that's super huge. I can't be thankful enough. Hopefully I will talk to that guy today about the houses to find out about the rents on those and see, once I get more info, then I will let y'all know, but it'll also give me some more info to get back with both my finance and my realtor and see if there's anything I'm missing, anything I should be looking out for, you know, the stuff that I pay them for, or will be paying them for, have paid them for in the past, and go from there, guys. I'm super excited about it, even if all they are is rent houses. It would be nice to acquire those properties and move forward with it. It does look like, oh, this was supposed to be a trash UPS video. I guess I'll have to save that for the next one. Anyway, where was I? Oh, shoot. Anyway, it'll be nice to acquire those properties, right? It'll be nice to keep the renters in there. It'll be nice to not keep the renters in there. Either way, Jamestown will be okay. If I keep the renters, it does not solve the space issue for Jamestown, but I do have some ideas on that will get me by for a while, that'll make it stretch over here. I've talked about utilizing the shed I have, and that's definitely a possibility. I do believe a guy up at work that does handyman work, I was asking him, and he's busy. He said, dude, if you'll reach out on Facebook that says, hey, I need some help doing this stuff, somebody will respond and somebody will come out and they'll take care of you at a more than reasonable price, or catch a contractor if it's not something that you have to have, you know, finished condition, then that's a good candidate for people that'll do work for you on Facebook Marketplace. You know, and a shed's a shed. It's not a house. So I don't need the best drywall people. I don't need the best anything. I just need to get the job done, pretty much. You know, so insulation. I can do the electrical. That's not an issue. And on a primitive level, I mean, extension cords will work for as big a place as it is right now. So I'm not real concerned with that, and that will free up quite a bit of space. Not necessarily that I would take away from this new, or from my existing structure, but just give me a bigger footprint to run into as we approach Q1, because that is where I'm headed. I have a lot of new inventory for spring, so it's time to get that stuff on the books as Q4 business allows. You know, I didn't have an opportunity to put one thing into inventory yesterday, and I'm okay with that. You know, normally I say, well, it doesn't take long just to put one thing in, just put one thing in, but at 4 o'clock this morning, it was time to call it quits, and luckily, I don't have to be at work till 12. It's almost 12 now, so matter of fact, I'm running down to the button on whether or not I'm going to be on time, which is not a normal thing for me generally, but here lately I'm getting closer and closer to that line, which I know is not great for the business, my professional business, but my personal business is just killing it right now. Give me just a second. All right, we're rolling. Well, I do believe we are. Come on, yep, we are rolling. All right. So as soon as I learn more about those properties, I will let you know. I'm super stoked about that. What else do I have? I told you about the packages that are going out, the plans on Q1, and if I didn't detail the plans in short, in summary to all that is, we're going bigger, much bigger than ever before. So this is off to a great start. We're going to continue to push these sales out. And I know a lot of retailers are having issues, brick and mortar, because they stay in one size footprint. You know, they get so big, and then they got to focus on taking the box and spinning it faster. I'm just going to get a bigger box, and by box I mean the 4 walls that hold me, right? I'm just going to get a bigger one, and that's the way that's going to roll. I don't, oh, no. Oh goodness, I come up on a huge traffic jam. I had no idea. Well, that blows being on time to work out of the water. So it is what it is. Had time to catch my breath, drink my soda, maybe chat with y'all for a minute. I don't know that I have a whole lot more to say. Where are we at? I ought to show y'all pictures of Kaya one of these days. Like I say pictures. I need a, what do you call that, a gimbal? The little selfie stick kind of thing. I need that because I've tried to just hold the phone and that is horrible. Maybe I just need to get used to holding it. Everything takes a skill. Just because you don't start with it doesn't mean you don't have it. Because I want to show y'all more. I want to have more video time. I want to have more time to communicate with y'all. I do have more stuff on my chest that needs to come out from time to time, and this gives me the outlet to make that happen in a productive manner. Yeah. Still hadn't got rid of this mountain though. Still working on it, kinda. Been busting my hump inside. You know, on my rollout audit inventory, I did get one tote taken care of that had dropped almost nothing. But I was looking at the new totes because I have them. I stopped putting inventory in certain totes in the first 40, I think 43 of them, and started a new tote numerical system so I could differentiate between the two. And a lot of those that I filled up initially, like I went into the, I did have tote 1 through 43, and then I have UCs, uncatalogued, which isn't, all that means is it's not on every website, but it's on some, but it's not on every website. Like I filled up, UC8 originally, and then I go back yesterday, and only half of it's full. I've sold through half of it already, so I will have to start. I have a way of tagging them when there's room to put more stuff in, but this rollout audit inventory that I've decided I'm going to do will slow down any discrepancies between my actual inventory and what I think I have. Was that actual versus factual, or no, that's not the way you say it. But what I think I have as opposed to what I really have, because there was a couple things coming up that were supposed to be in certain places and weren't. Now I am decently great at keeping my inventory where it needs to be. The issue was I mirrored my whole website onto eBay from GoDaddy, and then off of eBay back onto Shopify, and there was human errors in there when I was transposing and copying and pasting numbers. There was an issue, so I decided to not compound the problem and not to add to any of those totes, rather to sell through on those totes, and rather than worry about going through each and every tote and inventorying it all as I'm leading into Q4, I was just going to minimize the problem by stopping it in its tracks and setting up a secondary for all incoming. That way the problem didn't get any bigger, and the problem became simpler because there's less things and less things in the totes as I sell through. It is becoming effective. Now when I open a tote, rather than it being full to the brim, it's 75% or 50% or 25% full. When it gets down to 25% or whatnot, I'm able to go ahead and inventory what is in that particular tote, justify it against my inventory management, and then certify that tote as counted and correct. And then from there, once I do that, then I can use that tote again to fill up. Looks like somebody wrecked out pretty decent. Are we all merging? Is that the deal? Looks like it. Looks like it. But good news is we're almost through it. So hopefully it'll pick back up. after this. And maybe, just maybe, I won't exceed the grace time at work. Beautiful. But long story short, I was able to get one of those totes audited. To change a tire, really? Come on. Surely they've changed a tire in this area before. That's ridiculous. They were off the road and everything. There was no reason for all of that. By doing it that way, I was able to continue on Q4, minimize the issues by stopping them in the tracks, which has been effective. I haven't come across anything that I did totally lose some pest control, roach, powder stuff that recently sold. And everywhere that I looked on my inventory management, I go to those totes, it's not there anymore. And I'm sitting in my head going, man, I know I haven't sold it, I know it's here. And when I pulled it, I remember it being here in this stack of totes, this stack. And I kid you not, I opened it and I found it. It was not in what was in inventory management, just what was in memory. But short of that, knock on wood, I haven't had any more issues like that. But by rolling this inventory audit out, I will further minimize the risk for discrepancies from the changeover system. And I think by dating each tote, I can do an inventory audit once a year where as the year rolls around, I can stop feeding those totes with new merchandise, let them cycle down to a quickly countable inventory, audit the tote, tag it as certified or whatever, rectified, however you want to say that, I don't know. That it's been recently audited, and by doing that, I don't foresee ever having to do a real inventory, and I know that's not possible in stores, but it's possible where I'm at, provided that I'm able to utilize other space. As long as it flows, then that's effective and eliminates a task that takes a lot of time and prep for. At my job, we spend a month of our very sparingly spare time, preparing for audit, and we let certain aspects of the business fall by the wayside that are extremely important. But hey, if it wasn't inventory time, we wouldn't do this, but this is the way we're going to do it, and we'll catch up once inventory's over. It takes a lot of man-hour resources to pull off inventories, and by doing it this way, I believe it's going to be effective. So I'm super stoked that I came up with it. And you're welcome to use it, but there you go. I'll let you know how it works long term, and all I can do is adapt and evolve from what I know, and based on the experience that I have and the experiences that come up along the way. So that's where I'm at, guys. I am happy that is underway. I know I've got 2 or 3 other totes that are getting close, and as they get down to almost auditable, I put a note on it that says they're getting close because they're not see-through. And then should I either A, have time, or B, need space, then I can go to those first and audit whatever's left in them. That way I can use the rest of the space that's going up, should I need more. But right now I have more totes than I do product. I got more money than I do product, and that's got to change. It does look like, despite my best efforts, that Jamestown will be profitable this year. I was trying not to make that happen. I've spent a super killer amount on infrastructure, as far as shelves, as far as totes, as far as you name it. Just crazy money, different kinds of shipping bags, different kinds of shipping boxes to get me better suited, and I could continue that trend. However, I want to stop spending money on infrastructure at the moment, and I want that money that I am receiving to go into products. So I will show quite probable a profit for this year, but I will use that money next year. And as it looks, who knows, maybe I'll be profitable next year. But the money that I'm spending from this year into next year will take away some of that for next year. So it was always my intent to be profitable. I just want to keep it to a bare minimum, only because of the taxes that are involved, and I really thought that I would be able to keep it unprofitable for another year. Now, should the deductions work in my favor, I will let you know, but it does look like I'm making money this year. You know, I could go out and buy a trailer. Could, but it would be nice to have that stuff in inventory, and I need to have as much free money right now as possible. Free money because the new property coming up. So I've got to see what's going on with that. Anyway, I'm here at work. I'm probably running late. Y'all have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow.